So we're going to look at dividing fractions now. Now this is very similar to multiplying, but it has an extra step. Okay, again, just like adding and subtracting, it doesn't matter what the denominators are. So to divide a fraction, what we want to do is we're going to use one important rule for everything, and I just want you to remember this, if nothing else. Okay, we're going to use something called stay, change, flip. And you want to write that down in your notes really, really big, okay, for dividing fractions. Stay, change, flip. So every time you see a division, you're going to think in your head, stay, change, flip. It's also sometimes called leave, change, flip, or leave, swap, flip, but I like stay, change, flip. So if we have a look at our fraction now, we're going to do this rule. So stay means that stays the same. So we're not going to do anything with that. Easy. Change. Change means we look at this sign here and we're actually going to change divide is going to change into a times. Okay, so we're going to change that to a times. Now flip means literally we take our fraction and we flip it over. So it goes one side, the bottom onto the top and the top onto the bottom. So we're going to flip this over. So we have the 2 comes up and the 1 goes underneath. And now because it's multiplying and we know tops and bottoms for multiplying, tops together, bottoms together, 1 times 2 on the top and 3 times 1 on the bottom. So we'll have 2 over 3. Done. So that's our answer. For 1/3 divided by 1/2, it's 2/3. So we're going to use the same rule. Let's do it again with this one. 4 over 5 divided by 2/3. Stay, change, flip. Stay. The sign will change to a times, and then we're going to flip this one over. So flip it. It's a multiply now, and we love multiplying because it's tops and bottoms. Tops together, 3 times 4, or 4 times 3, which is 12. And on the bottom, 5 times 2, which is 10. Now with this one, you could actually simplify this too. So let's go an extra step here. We could divide the top and the bottom here by 2. So let's divide the top by 2 and the bottom by 2. We're going to get 12 divided by 2 is 6. 10 divided by 2 is 5. Okay, 6 over 5. So that's an improper fraction. You could do this as a mixed number as well. Okay, so if you wanted to do this as a mixed number, you'd be looking at fifths. So how many 5s go into 6? 1 lot of, I should say 1 whole, and you've got 1 left over. So if we look at that, you could do that as a mixed, but I'll just leave it as improper. So we know for this question, 4/5 divided by 2/3 equals 6 over 5, like that. Okay. And I'll just write next to it just for those of you that would like it. 5 goes into 6 one time with 1 left over. That's your mixed number. Next one, you've got a mixed number here. Now with division, because you're going to be doing multiplying, I would really put this in improper form first. Make that improper, just because it's going to make life much easier, okay, for this one. So what we'll do, remember for improper fractions, it's going to be these 2 times together, so 2 times 5. The denominator will be the same denominator, it will be over 2. And then we have to add this extra 1 on. So these 2 times together plus the 1. So I'm just writing the question out again. So we know 2 times 5 is 10, plus 1 is 11 on 2, divided by 3 over 4. So that's this problem here. That's exactly the same, I've just made it improper. So let's solve it. Light blue. Okay, stay, change, flip. Stay, change, and flip. Flip it. Boom. And again, we're going to multiply across. 11 times 4 is 44. 2 times 3 is 6. And with this one, you could also simplify this. This has got a lot of steps, this one. Top and bottom here, they're both even numbers. Remember, with even numbers, you can always divide by 2. Always look out for that. It's a good trick. So if your numbers are even, divide it by 2. So we're going to get 22 divided by 3. It's improper as well. That's fine, just leave it as improper. We could always turn it into a mixed number. So for this problem here, and I'll just write it out down here so we can see, 5½ divided by 3/4 is 22 over 3. And it's interesting when you look at it, you sort of think, oh, it's got thirds. This didn't have thirds at all. It's because of the flipping that we did and also the simplifying. Okay, so it would have had 6th under there from the flipping, but we've simplified it. Lucky last. This one's a nice one. You've got a fraction and a whole number. Now this looks weird. When we do stay, change, flip, you'll see why. Stay, change. Now flip. This isn't a fraction, so I can't flip it. But do you remember what a whole number can be written as? Remember, every whole number can be written as over 1, over the top of 1. So this is actually stay, change, flip. This will become 1/3. So your answer here is going to be 1 times 1 and 6 times 3 on the bottom. So your answer is going to be 1 over 18. All right, so what you're looking at here, if you wanted to think of it as a picture, is you've got a 6th. Let's do this nice and quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a bit dodgy. And what you're doing is you're dividing that up into 3, into thirds. So if you look at 1/6 and you divide it up into 3, let's do that with all of them. Oh, I should just do one line there. Oh. There we go. So if we count the pieces, we've divided each of those 6ths into 3. We've got 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. We've got 18 pieces, okay? And if we're interested in just dividing one of those pieces into 3 and just colouring that in, that is one piece out of the 18. Okay, so that's why we're getting an answer like that, a really small answer. You're dividing a fraction into smaller pieces. So dividing fractions, all you need to take away, stay, change, flip.